Hey, what's up? It's Faheem Moosa. Welcome to this video. So the topic for today is return on investment. So the question is, how can you, as an independent business consultant, communicate the return on investment or ROI of your services to your potential client? Okay, so when you're having an initial conversation with a client and hoping that the client hires you, how do you communicate the return on investment that the client receives as a result of working with you? Okay, so this is important if you want to get hired fast by your client and immediately stand out, because not many business consultants have such conversations, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Okay, typically what consultants would do is that they would simply list out their laundry list of services that they offer, and hope that customers or clients would hire them to carry out those services. Um, but to have potential clients seriously consider doing business with you, you really must articulate the return on investment or ROI that your potential clients will get as a result of doing business with you. Okay, so to do that, to communicate your return on investment, your offer um, uh, should communicate the return on investment in terms of numbers. You must quantify the return on investment for your client, because business people, they love it when you quantify the benefits of doing business with you. If you're a business consultant and you're selling to either a business owner or a manager or a director or a leader, and they have their own targets and they have their own goals. So if you can sort of speak their language and articulate how you would benefit them in having them achieve their goals in terms of the numbers, percentages, or volumes, then chances are that they're going to be more engaged in the conversation and hopefully hire you. Okay, so things like, will your services increase their revenue, for example? Okay, I'm just giving you examples here. What does your offer provide the potential client? Are you going to go in and help increase their revenues, or are you going to help bring in X number of customers per month, or decrease their business's cost structure? Okay, if so, by how much? How much exactly, or what is the value of those services, of those benefits? Okay, so some of you may be thinking, I can't go in there and quantify the benefits, because what if I'm unable to bring about those specific results? Then that'll get me in trouble. That's a fair question. Okay, so let me just give you a little example. Let's say you're an operations consultant and you go in there into a potential client's business with a mandate of improving efficiency. So in order to improve efficiency, you'll need to understand what the business's current productivity is, and how you can improve productivity. And to have a meaningful discussion, it's important for you to talk to the potential client and say, look, typically these are the results I get. I typically work with clients and I get them 10 to 15% increase in productivity over 6 weeks. And here are some examples, and here's how it's worked with previous clients, and this is what I usually do. So you see, this sets the tone for a meaningful discussion, rather than just going out there and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to help you increase your productivity, and this is my resume, or whatever, right? So you need to be able to set the tone by offering some numbers and quantifying the benefits, so that clients truly understand what they're getting into. And if those are the results they want, then you want them to be excited and talk more about that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few examples of ways where you can um, articulate the return on investment. So here it is. Okay, so this is part of my consulting mastery course. So I'll quickly go through these couple of slides. So what is the desired outcome of your market segment? Okay, so are you going to go in and promise them predictable revenue growth? If so, by how much? Can you quantify it? What about more customers? Are you going to get them more customers every month? Um, Again, quantify how many customers. Increased share of wallet if you're a marketing consultant, increased profitability, productivity, cost reduction, containment. Even if you're an HR consultant, don't think that you can't quantify results if you're an HR consultant. If your mandate is to increase employee morale, how would you measure that? Would you measure that by by measuring the decrease in attrition rate over a period of time, or would you measure it by um, you know, uh, by a decrease in absenteeism, for example, over a period of time? So there are different ways you can measure results. Most business results, in my opinion, can be measured. So really think hard about the results that you would bring to the table in your client organization, and try your best to quantify those results in order to have a meaningful conversation with your potential client upfront. Okay, another powerful way to communicate your ROI is to talk about the cost of inaction. What happens to the business if the client does nothing? Okay, what is the potential lost revenue that the client, that the organization will suffer over the next, let's say, 6 to 12 months if if the client maintains the status quo? What about the decrease in profitability, productivity, market share? So these are things that you could bring to the table. Obviously, it's not going to be very accurate because these are something in the future, but you can have an educated conversation based on your knowledge of the business, uh, you know, and the information that you get from the client during the course of the conversation. So by positioning yourself as someone who's knowledgeable and who really understands the business and understands the implications of non-action, and the implications of, and if you're able to articulate the benefits that you bring to the table in hard numbers, then the chances are that your potential client will want to engage with you and hire you and bring you in so that you can deliver those benefits. I hope this video has been helpful. Just let me know down in the comments if it's helpful or not. And I don't know. I really didn't know whether or not this is something that I should put out there. I didn't know if people would want to listen to something like this as you're scrolling down your LinkedIn. So let me know in the comments. I'm really interested in your feedback. If even if it's something that you feel that it wasn't useful, I'm happy to hear that. There's no hard feelings. So please let me know. And yeah, if you like the video, please like, share, or comment, and let me know in the comments.